What's up YouTube, it's Matthew here. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about what you should do right now. Not actually what you should do, but you should stop doing this in your wholesale real estate business. I hope you all are having a great day today. I recently stopped doing these specific things in my wholesaling business, and I recently seen success when I stopped doing these mistakes that were constantly weighing me down in my business. It's not only in my wholesaling business, these mistakes also has transferred over to other parts of my life, and just looking at the different businesses that I own and the investments that I make and everything like that. So the first thing I want to talk about what I stopped doing in my wholesaling business, and I recommend you all stop doing in your wholesaling business, is wasting money. Wasting money is so easy to do in wholesaling real estate. First of all, as a beginner, you're taught that this is a free thing, right? Wholesaling is free. Then you come to know that it actually costs money to run this business, whether it's marketing, subscriptions, or just paying for documentations and other things like that. Your bills can rack up, especially with marketing. You know, these different money expenses can creep up behind you because you may not think, because you may think, oh, this subscription is only $20 a month. And then you sign up for another one. Well, this is only $49 a month. And then you have another one for $100. And then you have to pay for marketing expenses. You have to pay for $1, you have to pay for leads, you have to do all these different things. And so knowing where your money goes and using your money wisely is key to keeping your business profitable and successful. So with me, wasting money was huge about a year or two ago when I kept on putting money into direct mail when I was getting nothing in return. There was a very low return on investment. And so I had to pivot. And so I pivoted to doing cold calling. And I did hire someone, and overall, even though I'm hiring someone, I'm paying for $1, I'm buying leads and everything like that, it's still significantly less expensive than me pouring money into direct mail, where direct mail wasn't even giving me responses, not even enough no's from people or sellers who are not interested in selling their properties. So I would suggest you all to evaluate where are you spending your money in your business, right? And which parts of your business are actually benefiting you, are actually giving you a return on your investment. Look at all the subscriptions, look at every type of coaching that you're paying for, any type of membership plans that you have with coaches. Evaluate all of this. You know, do you have $2? Why do you have $2? I know for me at one time I was having 2 or 3 or 4 different data software companies that I would use, and so I try to trim that down more and more. And so right now I have about 2 of them, looking to even trim that down to just 1, but we'll see. I think it's also important to have different sources of data where you're getting data from and everything like that, but just evaluate where your money is going and where you can reduce your expenses. The next thing I want to talk about, what I stopped doing in my wholesaling business and what you should consider, is to stop putting too much emphasis on finding a property without considering what your buyers are looking for. I think this is a huge mistake that a lot of beginner wholesalers make. They just concentrate on the property, getting the property, when you have to talk to the buyers, talk to your cash buyers. And I think in today's economy, that's more important than ever. I think the industry kind of shifted to that in a way, like, okay, first you have to understand and know your buyers before you look at the property, or know where to look for properties and get a property under contract. Know what your buyers are looking for. And especially with high prices, you don't know what your buyers are going to buy a property for. Yes, they are aware that prices are higher, but how much of a premium are buyers really willing to pay for a property? You may think, oh, well, I can get it just a little bit less than this, and I have a buyer that will pay this. But no, talk to your buyers first. Talk to your hedge funds buyers first and see what they are willing to buy for. Not only that, look at the locations, because locations are changing. Now, you know, there's more and more gentrification. And so now areas that you used to avoid, now you can possibly go to those areas and wholesale it to investors who are improving this or that specific neighborhood and other things like that. So location, knowing their buy price, and looking at what type of strategy they're looking for. You know, are they looking for rentals, fix and flip? Are they looking for development, some land? What are they looking for? And then you go out according to what your buyers are telling you in that specific area. Another thing with concentrating on buyers is knowing what kind of rehab they're looking for. Some buyers love a total gut job that needs foundation work, roof job. Give them everything. They just love dealing with those type of properties. Other people just like a simple cosmetic work or no work at all. Maybe they want a turnkey rental as long as it meets certain percentages and rules that they buy by. So making sure you look at your buyers, talk with investors, talk with your cash buyers, know exactly what they're looking for and their price range. Their price range is key. So like say, hey, if I get this property at this price, you know, would you get this? Or like even give them examples on Zillow, like for some for sale by owners. It may look like a deal to you and you're all like, why aren't cash buyers looking at this deal? You can be like, hey, I know this deal was on Zillow. Would this be a deal for you? You know, and then they'll teach you, oh, but it's in this area or this type of property or the condition or something else where you can understand certain things in your market. All right, so the third thing that I stopped doing in my wholesaling business relating to the second point, going back to the sellers, is concentrating or spending too much time on unmotivated sellers. Unmotivated sellers can drain your business. It can take up too much time for you and your business. You need to weed out the ones who are motivated and the ones who are not that motivated. So one of the big ways to find the difference between an unmotivated seller and a motivated seller is timeline. Look at their timeline. When I did my first deal, understanding timeline was key because that brought out the motivation. That brought out, okay, this person needs to sell because they need to pay for this. In my particular case with my first deal, the seller was looking to pay for surgery by this specific date. And so when there's a date attached to it, you know they need and want to sell. You know, like I'm not telling you to ignore all leads because some leads require you to follow up with them for a full year or two. But usually those people have a timeline. They have some sort of motivation when they need to sell. Like, oh, next year, summer, I'm moving down to Florida or something like that. Then you can follow up with them once a month as it gets closer to summer, every 2 weeks, every week, and then you put them under contract, right? Quality sellers understanding quality over quantity is key in this business and concentrating on motivated sellers. All right, you all, I want to know down below, what are some things that you stopped doing in your wholesaling business that helped you out? Or what are some things that you actually stopped in your business that didn't help you out and that you need to go back to doing, right? Because that's a whole separate video, because there are some things that I slacked off on that I probably need to implement back into my business in order to ramp up my business back to where it used to be, where I was consistently getting monthly deals. Yeah, let me know down below, and then take a look at the different resources down below in the description if you need any resources for your business. Also look at my Instagram, and I'll keep you all updated on my rental property. I'll probably make a video soon about the numbers behind it, you know, how much I look to be making from my very first rental property. So I'll keep you all updated on that. All right, you all, hope you all enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll talk to you all later.